Dan here from Two Peas in a Pod. Bank holiday Monday in the UK, so cracking on with some hobby. Well, the new little one is asleep upstairs, and the slightly less new little one is asleep in his room. But I wanted to take the time to talk to you a little bit about Model today, do an opening and a review of the latest Model Box, which is a subscription service which lets you see a little bit of various different miniatures manufacturers, products, paints, and they've really kindly sent me their latest one, which is under the theme of Monster, with next month being Tribal, so that'll be really interesting. So I'm just going to run through the contents, show you what it is, yeah, and then let you make up your own minds on whether it's something that you think will help your hobby. Cheers for joining us, guys. Okay, so this is this month's box. As you can see, quite a reasonable bit of packaging for it to arrive in. I always get a little bit excited when I see one of these turn up. So if we take a look inside, now it should be said that there is normally a very generous little packet of Haribo sweets, but they have not survived. I can't blame that on the children. I just got a bit excited and ate all the sweets. So there we go. Sorry about that. So you do get a little card inside, which tells you what you're going to be getting. Inside gives you a little bit of information, tells you where things are from. So let's have a quick look then. So this was probably the most impressive miniature in the box this month. So this is a Minotaur. If you can see the guy there. All right. So that's from Atlantis Miniatures, and you can see him just there. So he can have the two axes as shown, or a single double-handed axe, and a really generic, really good generic Minotaur model, decent size, especially if you were doing D&D. And actually, Chris is going to paint this guy up, and we're going to use him in Warhammer Quest because I think he looks pretty cool. So that's him. There's an Alien Lab base in there. Looks pretty sweet, lots of skulls, so I do like that. I shall probably send that over to Chris and get him to add that to the Minotaur. Now, interestingly, I've had a quick look. I often find with the resin cast bases that the quality of the edge of the base is let down, but this one's not too bad. So I might be looking up Alien Lab to get an idea of what other things they do. If you've got any experience with Alien Lab, let me know. So you've got one of those in there. So this is a werewolf version of Rox. So Rox is a fox-like character that sponsors is Model Box's, I don't know, sponsor come. Oh, I'm trying to remember what they call them now. Mascot. That's it. There's my lack of sporting knowledge. So in this month, being Monster Month, Rox has turned into a werewolf. So there's a whole series of those, and you can catch some of those on the Model Box website. This was Dan Wasley. If you listen to the podcast, you'll know Dan's very much into his fantasy. This was by far his favourite thing. So this guy is absolutely terrified. And what he's terrified of, it doesn't actually tell you. But he's got like a little creature cowering on his knee as well. So would make an excellent objective. And probably that's what we will do with it, is use it as an objective for Age of Sigmar. So that's very cool. Let's put him to one side. Lots of cool black stuff. So if you've got a little animal, you could use that. I think. I'm sorry if that's not the case and it would kill them. Please don't use that in that case. And then you usually get a couple of paints. So this month, they're usually themed. So this month is Coat d'Arms, and it's Putrid Green and Bogey Green. Nice. Now, Coat d'Arms, for those that don't know, they, I believe, used to make all the Citadel paints, or were involved in some way, because the colours they now make often are representative of colours from the past in the Citadel range. So, for example, I use their gunmetal, I think it is, as an equivalent to the old bolt gunmetal, and it's pretty close. So Coat d'Arms is really good. So as you can see, it's a bit of a mix, and the idea being that it introduces you to things that maybe you hadn't considered. So for me, Alien Lab is the takeaway from this box, and I want to look up their bases. So, you know, it's good for you as a hobbyist, but it's also good. It really does support certainly some of the smaller companies as well, I suppose. Get some of their stuff out there, get people to try it. Whoops. To give you an idea, last month, got these from War Colours. Goodness knows what on earth you would use these on, but they are very, very bright. And I'll think of something. Maybe I'll sneak in and paint some of Ben's Space Wolves in this bright pink. I think he'd love that, wouldn't he? Yeah, so there you go. That's what's in the model box this month. If you hold on, we'll go turn the camera back round. Sorry about that. And I'll talk to you about what model box is and how you can get more involved with it. So that's model box for this month. So thank you very much to those guys for sending it. So model box subscription service. So $21.99 per month, $4.99 postage for in the UK, a little bit higher outside of the UK. You can save a couple of pounds a month if you go for a 12-month subscription. Different themes are announced monthly for what's coming out, but really good if you're in a place where you're not quite sure what you want to do next, or you'd like to find out a bit more about what's out there in the hobby community. You can get involved there. They do have Facebook. They both have a Facebook page and a group, so there's some good interactions going on in the group, and also a website which is yourmodelbox. I'll just check on my computer.com. So yourmodelbox.com. You can find out a bit more on there. Other than that, that's it. So Ben and I don't do loads of videos, but we try and do them here and there. You'll know probably that the podcast at the moment we're doing monthly because we've got a new little one. Myself and my wife have got baby Hannah now, so just getting used to that. But hopefully you'll still see some cool content. Any feedback, thoughts, stuff you want to do, let us know. And do visit us. You can find us. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, all at the 2Ps podcast, and 2psinapod.com is the website. So guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your bank holiday if you've got a bank holiday, or your day if you don't. And let us know how you're getting on with your hobby over on the Facebook group. Cheers guys, bye.